I grew up in a house where appearances mattered more than truth. The Hale estate on the edge of Briarwood was polished marble and manicured gardens, roses drifting in from my mother's greenhouse. To the outside world, we were elegance embodied. To me, we were prisoners inside a gilded cage. From childhood, I was the perfect daughter. My father, Victor Hale, demanded discipline. My mother, Mary Ann, demanded grace. I gave them both, because I thought obedience equaled love. I thought family was my sanctuary. I was wrong. The unraveling began with Marcus. Marcus wasn't just my cousin. He was like a brother. He could charm anyone, convince them of anything with a single smile. And when he approached me one summer evening with a dream, I wanted to believe him. "Cass," he said, fireflies glowing around us as if even the night believed in him. "We could start something real, a business. You have the savings, I have the connections. You trust me, don't you?" Of course I did. I handed him everything I'd worked for, believing loyalty was sacred. But the business never existed. My savings vanished. At first, Marcus brushed me off with excuses, delayed paperwork, investments tied up. Then, the excuses turned into contempt. "Why are you making this a big deal?" he snapped. "It's family money, Cass. It's all in the family." Those words haunt me. All in the family. Because when I turned to my parents for help, they echoed him. "Marcus wouldn't betray you," my mother said coolly, sipping her tea. "You've always been too sensitive." My father was crueler. "Stop embarrassing yourself. Be grateful Marcus is trying to make something of himself. Support him instead of dragging him down." In that moment, I understood. They weren't my shield. They were his accomplices. The weeks blurred together, heavy with gaslighting. Marcus strutted through the estate in new suits and expensive watches, bought with my money, while smiling at everyone else as though he were the family's savior. Whenever I confronted him, he laughed, twisting the tooth in front of others until I looked delusional. "You offered to help," he'd smirk. "Why pretend otherwise?" The room would fill with laughter, and all eyes would turn to me like I was unstable. I started doubting myself. Had I misremembered? Had I misunderstood? I clung to my journals, scrawling the truth into pages. He lied. They covered for him. I am not crazy. But even that sanctuary was stolen. One night, I walked into my room to find my mother flipping through my journal. "These dramatics have to stop," she said coldly, snapping it shut. "Nothing in this family is private." Rage consumed me, but beneath it, despair festered. It wasn't until Aunt Joanne, my mother's estranged sister, whispered the truth that I let myself see reality. "They've always protected Marcus," she told me in the garden one autumn evening. "He's their golden boy. You were never meant to win against him." Her words shattered me. This wasn't misunderstanding. It was conspiracy. And then came the letters. I wasn't snooping. I swear I wasn't. I had been looking for an old photo album in my father's study when I stumbled across them. Contracts, transactions, all tied to Marcus, and among them, papers with my signature forged. My father had signed my life away. Hands shaking, I confronted him. "You forged my name. You let him steal from me." His expression didn't flicker. "It was for your own good. Marcus knows how to manage money. You don't. This way it stays in the family." Something inside me snapped that night. The loyal daughter I had been died in that moment. In her place was someone who would not remain silent. I began collecting everything. Letters, statements, recordings. I didn't know what I would do with it yet. But I knew one thing. I would not let them bury me in their lies. If betrayal had broken me, what came next threatened to unmake me entirely. The debts appeared first. Creditors arrived with letters carrying my name. Marcus hadn't just stolen my savings. He had dragged me into obligations I'd never agreed to. When I demanded answers, my parents sneered. "You're being dramatic," my mother spat. "You think you're the first Hale to make sacrifices for this family? Grow up." My father's words were icier. "Debts are temporary. Reputation is permanent. Hold your head high." But I wasn't bowing anymore. One night, Marcus came to my room. He didn't knock. He didn't smile like before. His voice was low, sharp. "You think you can fight me?" he whispered. "Everyone believes me, not you. Destroy your evidence, or you'll regret it." For the first time, I saw him for what he truly was. Not family, but predator. And I realized I wasn't safe. The gossip campaign began soon after. Rumors of my instability spread like wildfire. Old friends turned cold. Invitations vanished. Servants watched me with suspicion. Marcus was dismantling my life, piece by piece, and my parents let him. I would have broken completely if not for Joanne. She was my only ally. "You need to expose them," she urged. "Take everything you've gathered. Don't let them hide behind their respectability." Her faith rekindled my fire. I couldn't survive quietly. I had to burn their facade to the ground. The storm came, literally and figuratively. One night, thunder rolled as I spread my evidence across the grand dining table. Forged contracts, stolen funds, hidden accounts. Joanne stood at my side as my parents and Marcus entered. "This ends tonight," I said, my voice steady despite the storm raging outside. "You will not control me anymore." Victor's face hardened. Marianne's lips pressed thin, but Marcus only laughed. "You think anyone cares about your papers?" he sneered. "You think the world will believe a hysterical girl over H?" I met his gaze without blinking. "They will. Because I'm done hiding. I'll burn your empire to ashes if I must." For the first time, silence fell over them. For the first time, I wasn't the weak one. I leaked the evidence days later. The fallout was immediate. Investigations tore into Victor's dealings. Marianne vanished from society's eyes. Marcus disappeared into the shadows, his empire crumbling. And me? I walked away. I left the estate as storm clouds broke overhead, the first rays of light piercing through. I had nothing left of the Hales, except scars. But for the first time, the path before me was mine alone. Betrayal was my crucible. From its fire, I emerged reborn. My family taught me cruelty, manipulation, the fragility of trust. But in losing them, I found myself. And that is the only legacy worth keeping. If this story touched something deep within you, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe for more powerful stories about resilience, healing, and breaking free from the patterns that hold us back. Share this video with someone who might need a reminder that they're not alone on this journey. And remember, your worth isn't defined by the roles others place on you. It shines from the strength, courage, and love you carry within. You are more than enough. Exactly as you are. Thank you for being here, for listening, and for choosing growth over silence. Until next time, keep standing tall in your truth.